So yeah, everybody knows that though.
Yeah. That's the same. Some people, I feel like at one point in time, yeah, a lot of people didn't realize it, but I think everybody knows. As crazy as everything is going on in the world right now, people know. Everybody they either know it. Stupid. That's what I'm saying. People aren't stupid as you think they are. People know. It's whether it's subconsciously or they consciously know on their everyday. Right. That's the difference.
But back to what you were saying, like people don't want to accept it.
No, and a lot of people don't.
They feel, but the thing I love to point out is, you know how we used to love Tom and Jerry, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I would never forget how Tom would always have like the angel and the devil on his shoulders, you know?
Right.
And the devil will always influence him to do something that was bad.
Right.
But the angel, you know, of course, would always tell him to do the right thing.
Exactly.
And 9 times out of 10, to our entertainment, right? That's something I also want to point out. To our entertainment, he would succumb to doing the wrong thing. He would do the wrong thing out of his own lust, pride, ego, and what his agenda is and what he wants to do and what he wants to be. So that being said, you can easily reflect that into everyone else's lifestyles.
Yes.
So I'll let you take over with what you have to say.
Okay, so about like when I was going to the scripture about like whatever it's Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatever you have found, whatever your hand finds to do, do with all your might. For in the realm of that where you are going, there's neither working nor planning nor knowledge nor wisdom. I got this from Zinja's. I'm still stuck in my Spanish pronouncing names.
Right.
But Zinja's podcast, she's talking about going after what you want to do in life, and doing the work of the Lord. You need to make sure whatever you do, you need to do it fully to your abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go after all. For in the realm of the dead, from when you're dead, there's neither working, no planning. There's none of that
right.
once you're dead.
So whatever you do, you better go 100%.
Go 100%. So with investing and everything that we're trying to do, get our might, invest in it, you know?
Right. Take it serious.
But do it according to God.
Right.
Of course, there's things I want to get for myself and stuff like that. My main focus is like education and providing living for myself, of course, like that. But I'm doing it according to His will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everything else, it's not going to matter. That's what made me turn to Him. That's what clicked for me. It doesn't matter how much I go and do this, go to this audition, go to that, try to get this internship, try to get that. If it's not in His will, it's not going to matter.
Right.
Or I may succeed. That's another verse. That's in Psalms. Though the wicked spring from the grass, if I'm saying this right, though the wicked may spring from the grass or may flourish, workers of iniquity, something like that. Basically, evildoers. Though they may flourish, they will perish forever. They will be destroyed and perish forever.
Correct. You can even point that towards one of my favorite parables.
Yep.
By Jesus is when he, you know, the wheat and the tares. You ever heard of that parable?
Mm.
That's one of the most powerful stories I've ever read, I guess you could say. But yeah. Jesus was giving a story. To summarize it up, Jesus was giving a story about how the wheat and the tares will always grow together.
Right.
So everybody knows that wheat is good for us humans, you know? Like wheat provides us bread and all types of other things. Tares is like a crop that destroys wheat. So you have to look at it like grass and weeds. You know how like we used to pick weeds in the morning with Dad out in our yard or whatever. It's the same thing. Those weeds are destroying the grass. So you have to destroy those weeds before it kills all your grass. The same thing with tares and wheat. People can you can Google it right. You can Google it right now and see the similarities in between the two. You can barely tell the difference. And that's the point of what Jesus was saying. You can't really tell the difference between everybody nowadays because everybody's just living in a fake world. The tares has taken over the wheat. Yeah. So
and it goes back to what I said in scripture about the battle of light and darkness, evil and good. it's always a battle between them.
Right.
In the spiritual world, we don't see the angels guiding us right now. We can't physically see it, but they're battling. They're in war. It's always war. Light and darkness is always at war with each other. The scripture says so.
Right.
It's the map. It's the